Here we go. All right, starting the music now, everybody. We are going to go. This is
What?
your this is your warning.
Sing it like that. Are we not allowed to talk? Does that mean you don't want us to talk when music is going on?
But is music going on now, Eric? You mean
That
now?
felt
What
really
about
like
now?
passive aggressive the way he said that, but I didn't really know.
It's because he's all stuffy. It sounds a lot worse than it needs to.
Wait, I heard the music this time. It's actually going.
Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition online role-playing adventures. I am joined, as always, by my wonderful friends. Chris, playing Valravn, the Eladrin Bard of Eloquence.
Hello.
Heather, playing Frey, the Halfling Barbarian of the Beast. Rochelle, playing Celeste, the Half-Orc Sun Soul Monk.
Hello.
Raymond, hopefully joining us later tonight, playing Edmund, the Human Alchemist Artificer. And Reese, playing Thimbleweed, the Gnome Swarmkeeper Ranger.
Hello, all you wild people.
We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Watch all of our D&D live series, as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. And watch my behind-the-scenes, no players allowed live series crafting Icewind Dale every Thursday. Head on over to our live post-session discussion at Frostmaiden chat after our show tonight. You can also listen to all of these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you would like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/Rogue Watson. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Previously on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. After taking care of business in Goodmead, the Marshals headed back out onto the road, this time taking the east way towards Easthaven. As they neared the town, they met a talking fox. This one was more wisecracking than the other talking animals and spoke highly of his boss, Ravison. He warned the Marshals that Easthaven belonged to her and that she'll be wanting to hear from them. The town was in the middle of a dramatic execution by fire when the party arrived. A wizard named Dazan had recently been captured and tied to a stake to be ritually burned as ordered by Speaker Wayland and Ravison, a frost druid acolyte of Auril the Frostmaiden and a high-ranking official in the Easthaven government. The wizard was already a blackened char by the time the party got close, leading to a tense social encounter between them, the Speaker, and Ravison. Thimbleweed recognized the frost druid under a different name, Vernus, a druid who was once part of his tribe and was instrumental in his own exile. She claimed it was the will of the Frostmaiden, and since then the goddess has spoken to her directly, commanding her to go to 10 towns and hunt down any wizards, as they were responsible for the everlasting night. The Marshals had heard differently, however, that these wizards had arrived in the Dale after the Perma-Night, chasing after one of their own. Ravison didn't seem to care, though the Speaker grew concerned. He was torn between reverting to the old ways to appease the goddess and the political tension it would create between other towns. The Speaker gave the Marshals a message that had been sent to him from Bryn Shander, requesting the Marshals return to obtain their newly fixed vehicle and a quest to follow up on a potential diplomatic mission with the goblins. After leaving the meeting, the guard captain passed a book onto the party, admitting she wasn't on board with the Frostmaiden worship or the wizard's execution. The book had been found on Dazan and seemed to contain a cryptic coded message in the margins that would take several days to unlock. Afterward, the party headed towards the docks to follow up on the Duergar note. They reached the frozen ferry and saw that the aft cabin had been chipped away and was being used as a shelter with several bedrolls on the floor. As Frey entered, a suit of armor whirled to life in the corner, attacking them with cobbled weapons and cannons, along with a pair of flying axes. The automated security proved more durable than the party realized, though it ended in dramatic fashion as Edmund whipped and dragged the contraption off the ship, sending it crashing into the ice below. Speak of the devil, and he will appear.
Like always.
Like always. Your ears were burning. So, you guys are still at the Easthaven Ferry, having just defeated the some kind of automated security system that the Duergar left behind.
Is it sinking?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are not in combat right now. That thing is sinking beneath the ice.
Is it the like Terminator sinking into the molten metal sinking, or is it just like the I'll never let go Jack type sinking?
I think we're going to go Terminator, except we determined it didn't actually have a hand to give a proper thumbs up, because it had an axe on one
Fired
hand,
a couple times in
and
the air.
yeah, and a cannon arm, like a Mega Man Samus like cannon arm on the other hand. And that is the saddest thing of all, when it can't give a final thumbs up.
Is there anything to grab on? Can I like thorn whip it back up now?
You want to fish him back up? Doesn't look like you'd be able to lift him.
Thought I try to study it, but if
Mm.
you say no, that's okay.
For a mere brief time fighting it, it seems like, based on what you've seen of the Duergar, it does seem like they would be able to make something like this. And it looked like it was not, professionally made or made over a long amount of time. It was very much cobbled together from different kinds of materials that they had. But even then, as you saw, it proved to be, a halfway decent contraption. Inside the ferry, you note a lot of, as I mentioned, bedrolls on the floors. They look like they could accommodate 5 dwarf-sized dwarves. I was going to say dwarf-sized humanoid. Why don't I just say dwarves?
Human-sized
Smaller
dwarves.
humanoid. That would be terrifying. Dwarf-sized dwarves.
Dwarf small.
Dwarf-ass dwarfs.
What look like a lot of rations and little knickknacks that you presume might have been just taken from various stores in town. Kind of similar to the stuff that you saw in the other Duergar outpost.
Paddywhacks. Were there any paddywhacks? The knickknacks in the paddywhacks? Possibly.
Yeah, a lot of like survival stuff, basically, like stuff they would just need to like, keep warm and feed and keep alive. The 2 most important objects that you can see are 2 rolled up maps on top of a crate.
Oh, let's open those bad boys up.
Yeah. One of them you unroll, and it appears to be a map of this town, a partial map of Easthaven. It's very crudely put together and drawn. You can tell somebody got like a like the kind of guide you would be able to like purchase in a shop or something that kind of tells you like different things around town, and they've drawn various like X's and circles on it. However, one building in particular is like circled aggressively and has a word written. Does anybody understand Dwarvish? I think we've gone over this before.
Yeah.
You recognize the word Chardalin is written in Dwarvish right next to what appears to be the town hall, which is circled, and there's another word that is written in Dwarvish as well that says statue. So you see Chardalin statue, and it is written next to the on the map with the town hall circled. And pinned on that map is a note, also written in Dwarvish, which you can translate for the party, that says the following: Nildar's outpost has fallen, and the attackers may be headed here next. We must accelerate our plans. We take what we can of the statue tonight, then return to my father's fortress.
I don't translate that for them.
Oh, well, that's what you see. Looks like they went out for beers, guys.
I'm also reading the note in Dwarvish.
Yes, I know.
I can also speak Dwarvish.
Speaking is not the same as reading, though.
We're all reading silently.
I'm not, because I don't speak Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, just because you can speak Dwarvish doesn't mean you can read. You may not be literate.
That is fair.
That's true. I think in D&D mechanics, if you know the language, you know all the different, you know it written and spoken, I assume.
Well, what about the Portuguese Dwarvish? That's slightly variation.
It's a different
Yeah.
dialogue.
and Duergar are definitely from what you guys know, they literally live in the Underdark, so they could use Undercommon as a way to write and speak, but this is in Dwarvish.
Speak Undercommon. Maybe I can read half of it too.
You might be able to. You probably translate a little bit better. Like the way they're translating is like a little roughshod, and it's like not all the verbs are properly conjugated and everything. And you can go in with a red pen.
If we work together, we could figure this out.
Exactly.
That's right.
If we work together.
If.
I've given you each several words.
All right. So notes about the statue in the town hall being Charlatan. Is this note dated in any way?
I was about to say, are there any dates on any of this?
No.
Can we determine the age? Is the ink still wet?
Well, investigation check, we think. I mean, you could try to examine the note. Literally do some Sherlock Holmes shit on it.
Not me. I have a negative one.
I just picture Valravn like licking it or something. Just
yeah.
Like, taste the ink.
18.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. You see that the ink hasn't even quite fully dried yet on this note. It feels very recent.
What time is it right now?
You look outside and see that the sun has pretty much finished setting, and now it's turning into evening. What a coincidence!
He might still be hiding on this boat.
True.
Let's burn the
You
boat
never
down
tell.
and find out.
If any one of us,
You want to burn everything.
Yeah. If any one of us spellcasters were smart, one of us would have taken sea invisibility at this point, or something that.
I don't know. Fairy fire feels pretty effective though. It's just like it's like the magical version of throwing flour like up in the air.
I know it was effective when Thimbleweed did it.
Yeah.
Blasted a doorway full of fairy fire.
Yeah, I guess the enemy can make a save, but still.
Do we need it now?
Better do it now, just in case. Light everybody up.
We can all just be very quiet and listen. See if anybody's stepping on the wooden planks of the ship.
Or we just do this.
Everybody move in random directions, hurry.
Flail your arms.
Except for Frey wouldn't use her hands. She just starts swinging her axe.
Oh, great. It's not going to end with someone with an axe in their abdomen.
Yeah, that's...
She's doing this and go, quick. I want this move.
Why is my axe bleeding?
I found something. That's me.
Air is hard here.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say if there's anything else useful in this room.
The other map that you see is a map of Icewind Dale. I will briefly bring you back to our big ass map of Icewind Dale. And this time you see the location of all the towns marked on the map. Similar to the map you guys have. The lakes and things aren't marked, but the towns all have names on them. All the 10 towns. You also see that the Duergar outpost is marked on this map. That specifically says in Dwarvish, like forward outpost or something along those lines that you're trying to translate from Dwarvish. You also see a new location far to the south in the mountains, written Dwarvish, and this one is labeled Sunblight.
Sunblight.
And where's Nildar's outpost on here?
Nildar's outpost is where you guys discovered it, which was northeast of Caer Coneg, which is mapped on there. And you guys can obviously remember it's in the same location that you all went to and essentially cleared out.
Wait a minute. Are we the attackers?
I think so. I know. Yep.
Are we the baddies?
I mean, we did head here afterwards.
Yes, stands to reason we are those that this note is referring to.
Hmm.
In which case, and based on the age of this note, we have something to attend to this very evening. As these Duergar seem intent on, if not attacking, then stealing from the town center of this established village.
We assume that his father, Sunblight, would name his fortress Sunblight as well.
Is that right?
So
Yes, didn't you read the cliff notes?
I did to the chat. I did post some notes to my dear friends in the Patreon, in the Discord channel as a reminder, because we have done a lot of story stuff, and Goodmead was basically all side stuff, and now we're getting back to story stuff. So, but yes, when you guys had infiltrated the Duergar outpost and interrogated, I think a Duergar minion first, and then you actually talked to Nildar himself, did reveal that his last name was Nildar Sunblight, and he referenced his father, Zardarok Sunblight, as being the the warlord in charge of the Duergar. And apparently has a brother named Dearth.
Dearth Sunblight.
It's a family name.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be Darth, but they misread it on the
and it just kind of stuck from there.
The doctor's pen ran out of ink halfway through the A, and it came out of U.
And he's been on a quest for vengeance ever since. So he hated the world.
and the Jedi.
Well, we should follow these guys that head to Sunblight.
Well, we can follow them even quicker than that, because they're supposed to be at...
He's taking a statue.
They're taking a statue tonight.
What statue?
We take what we can of the statue tonight, and then they said that they had Chardalyn. They had marked the statue in the town hall as Chardalyn somehow, or containing Chardalyn, or something like that.
You guys recall
That chick was asking about Chardalyn too.
Yeah, that also that. When you all walked through that town hall to meet with the speaker and Ravison, you passed through a room that had a statue, and it just seemed like it was an obsidian statue that you didn't think anything of it. It's kind of a tall humanoid statue. And then you went and had that meeting and then left. And yes, Ravison did pointedly ask any of you about Chardalyn. If any of you had Chardalyn, she seemed very interested in that. And you guys played it pretty, I think, evasive about it.
I wonder if it could be that really no one knows it's a big Chardalyn statue in the middle of their building.
Only one way to find out.
Right.
Let's go break it.
No, seriously.
I mean, yeah. If it's a Chardalyn, if it's a big chunk of Chardalyn in the middle of this town hall, it's probably not good for the town, right?
It's probably fueling the crazy.
That's probably true. It's probably this.
We should throw it in the middle of the lake.
Although it's a frozen lake, someone will just come grab it.
We should break it apart and claim the Chardalyn for ourselves.
Could do that too.
I need that sweet crafting material.
We just got buckets of Chardalyn. We're just carting around.
If you guys wanted to, if you needed to, you could short rest here.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset by that.
I could take you back to, you can look at your tokens and stuff.
I'm good. Let's keep going.
Do we have time? I don't think we have time.
That was me trying to let you know that you would have some time to short rest here if you wanted to.
Bray just
That's
sits in
all the time
corner.
you would have, I would say, if you wanted to jump on this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody actually. Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
We're down 5 points. Yeah, as usual, mostly just Frey did all the tanking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Eat that damage, tank.
Wow.
Wait, you're,
Hit dice rolls.
Jeez.
Maximum.
What a time to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not waste all our max rolls right now, guys.
God, I'm disgusted every time I'm reminded that Rangers have a D10. That's insane.
Yeah.
Forget your bard song.
Yes, Bart Song is another D6.
Now you're just
All
showing
that
off.
taxes out of the way.
Turns out Thimble used to live on a boat, and he just fucking loves spending time here, even on the frozen water.
I grow mutton chops and a pipe appears in my hands.
He's never felt so restful after an hour on this frozen ass cabin.
I already have my sea legs.
I forgot to roll my potion last time.
We
so
did, you're right, yeah. Last time you long rested, yep. So as per our new kind of modified house rules, Edmund can roll for his experimental elixir when he long rests instead of when he actually makes it.
Yeah.
Or when you drink it. So it's when you make it instead of when you drink it, I guess would be the difference.
Boldness. Can add a D4 to any attack roll and saving throw for a minute.
Nice. It's blessed, right?
That is bless, I think. Yeah, that's good. And you can spend more spell slots if you want. That's your big thing too.
Oh yeah.
To make more potions.
I did forget to craft last time though, but it's all right. Next time. If there is next long.
If there is next time. All right, so you guys spend an hour chilling here, and by the time you emerge, it is definitely nighttime outside and very, very cold.
I will take you up on that. Why not, right? All right.
While he's doing
Bless
that, can you?
and flight.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Makes a flight potion. Used it pretty well last time.
Wow. Yeah. Can you remind me, DM, what that pacifier crossbow we got from that office does? Because the description I wrote down is gone, so I don't.
Yeah, I'll need to pull that one up. I gotta pull that document up. I think it's from the
3 sessions ago. 4
yeah,
sessions ago.
yeah. That was it.
I swore I wrote it down in my character sheet somewhere, but I don't see it.
Okay, so yeah, if the dart hits, it deals 1 piercing damage, and a humanoid or beast must make a DC 13 con save or become poisoned and incapacitated for 1 hour.
Okay. And that's beasts and humanoids, you said.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you guys make your way down from the docks, and it's very creepy because it's night. There's nobody on the docks whatsoever, and even as you go through town, there's nobody walking around whatsoever. And you recall the speaker had mentioned a curfew being in place at nighttime to further just protect the city and keep everybody safe. So the only thing you see is the occasional like patrolling guard, essentially like carrying around a lantern on a stick or something.
We have to flash our badges when we see them, so they know we're not.
Yeah,
subject to
basically,
curfew.
somebody will, absolutely come by, and you can just say whatever you want to them.
Or you'll
mean,
growl at them.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't start conversation immediately, just flashing the badge would hopefully do.
I mean, they'd be concerned because they see a bunch of heavily armed people walking at night would be the first concern.
Yeah.
And
We are not the marshals you seek.
Right.
But yeah, if you guys start flashing your badge and like explaining you're here on official 10 towns business, that seems to mollify them decently.
Bray would be like a little bit of an asshole about the whole wizard thing, and the craziness that is that, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm a wizard. Ugh. You better run away."
Yeah. Guard kind of sidelines you and backpedals a little bit. Yeah, you guys can make your way to the town hall. How do you want to approach this situation?
Might I suggest we approach with some degree of caution? We are ostensibly attempting to sneak up on or catch these invisible dwarves in action.
Lock and load, baby.
Wonderful.
Whips out a shotgun.
Where did he get that shotgun?
Starts running forward, firing in the air.
Breach.
It's the arm cannon from the robot.
Yeah.
Well, invisible people can't avoid but make footprints in the snow. Let's look in the snow.
There's only one set of footprints.
Give me
It's mine.
Give me a survival check. That's enough to tell that you do see some suspicious footprints around, but you can't quite tell where they're going or where they end up.
Stand aside, let your tracker.
There's a lot of foot traffic around here.
He pushes me.
Oh, thimbleweed.
He pushes me into the footprint. And I fall down.
There, see? Right there.
Those are my footprints. That's how you track.
Yep. You guys end up just going around in circles and pointing to each other's footprints. See that there?
Those are new.
Yeah, they're right here.
It's the same size as me.
Well, ignore that. Let's look at the town hall. Like, are the lights on?
Sure. The rest of you can try to do survival checks too if you want to check out the footprint situation or look around basically for signs.
It was too embarrassing. I don't want to.
The town hall looks closed and dark, and the door is still locked and doesn't appear to have any forced sign of entry.
Still locked, no forced sign of entry. Okay. Meanwhile, Frey has joined the circle of people walking around going, "Oh, there's no
Oh my
Frey."
gosh. Yeah. These survival checks are getting progressively worse. That's
Any windows or anything up above?
Can I check to see if there are footprints on the windows?
Are there outdoor windows? Yes, there are outdoor windows. This building looks like it's 3 stories tall. The third story doesn't look like it's a full, full encompassing story. But you don't see any obvious open windows either.
So we think they're going to come out the door, right? Because, I mean, they're taking a damn statue.
I mean, the statue is, as far as we know, the statue is inside the front door, right? It's like in the lobby. Is that where we saw it?
What you recall is you went inside the lobby, and then they took you into another room, which was kind of like an administrative office room with like desks and shelves and stuff. Then they took you into another room, which was a very large open room with a balcony and had the statue in the middle. There were stairs leading down, and there was another door you went into, and that door was the speaker's office they had the meeting in. So the statue is not in the front. It's a couple rooms in.
Okay.
Starts floating as he drinks his flight potion.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to grab Frey.
You know, Peter Pan over the
Yeah.
building.
If she's
Flying
willing.
over London.
Oh yeah, she's going. She knows this routine.
Yeah. Wolverine always like getting picked up, and so that's how I picture this. Toss me.
So yeah, any openings, any chimneys?
I knew you'd make me consider things I hadn't thought of before.
I am very small, so I can slide into some shit.
Yeah, there are a number of windows. I mean, there's windows on the first floor and on the second floor. Are you just going to the nearest window, or you want to like
Are there any on the third floor?
on the third floor?
And are they all dark inside? Any
Well, that's what
candlelight?
I'm asking. Are you going around and like looking through all these windows and like looking for any signs, or are you just going to like the first one you can get to?
Kinda like the first one. I mean, if there's nothing interesting, we'll keep going, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like peek in each one first. It's just the first one that looks interesting as we're floating up.
Okay. And you guys are on the
Just floating up on
entrance.
the front. Yeah, the entrance side.
Okay, floating up from the entrance. Okay.
Yeah,
So sorry, I have to look at the fucking map for this. As you float up, the windows, there's no windows on the entrance by the front door in the first floor, but if you float up to the second door, there are windows there, and they just overlook the entrance. So the entrance way is open on the second floor, so it's all just one big area, and it still appears dark, but you can see the entrance has a door that goes in from the because actually neither of you have dark vision, do you? Or Frey, you can. Because so
I technically
Edmund, keep
do
in
because
mind,
of my axe.
yeah, Edmund, it's still very dark for you, so I don't know what kind of light situation you have as you're flying around.
from the beginning of this campaign.
Yeah, you've got that little stone. So you can see enough to fly around, but it's kind of hard to look in and actually do some reconnaissance. Frey can actually do that. Between the two of you, you've got some decent flight eyeballs. But you can see that the first floor has a door that leads further into the building, which you can recall that's the one you took to go inside originally. It also has stairs that lead up and splits off into two other doors upstairs from that entrance. And
I'll
then
let you pick, but I stealthily throw Frey through a window.
I stealthily
Stealthily.
throw Frey through a window.
You know.
I stealthily
Stealthily.
throw
Awful.
Frey through a window. All right. Well, before you do
Stealthy and
that,
Frey in the same sentence don't usually go together.
I'm gonna try to explain what the best window opportunities are before you start yeeting. So again, throwing through the second floor might not be a great idea because, at least where you are now, because you would just be hurling her down right into the first floor, down like 2 stories. Up to the third floor, the other option is you could fly around the building. Up to the third floor is you do see a window that appears to land in a long hallway on the third floor, just with a bunch of doors on there. Is that the one you
You
want to
go
use?
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to figure a way to open the door for the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we
So as
should
I
pull
figure
them
out what he's doing, I'm gonna do like the gymnast swing,
Mhm, mhm.
and then it's gonna be like the 1, 2, 3, and then here comes the Frey ball.
So you're doing the third floor?
Yeah.
The one hallway? Okay.
It's like at the last minute she goes like real thin.
Yeah.
At the diver, so that way she makes the smallest hole into the window.
Yeah, this is a complicated roll. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to do this is. So it's a cool action move. You're basically gonna be like shattering this window and doing like a roll inside.
Mhm.
Probably looking at athletics. And I will give you advantage because you and Edmund are kind of working together to throw
Okay.
inside.
Is that athletics or acrobatics? Athletics.
I'm thinking
you said
athletics because
athletics.
you're literally having to smash through this fucking window.
Okay.
And I'm not worried about you, like, because if you're just throwing you into a room, that's not really having to fall very far or anything. All right, with a 16, I think that's good enough to smash a window and avoid anything other than superficial damage. So, Edmund and Frey, you successfully managed to fly through this window. You can probably use your axe or just bodily strength or whatever you want with enough inertia to just crash through this thing. And you end up on the third floor. which you can kind of do a tuck and roll inside, and it appears to be just a long, dark hallway with a bunch of rooms, and you can... Oh, and none of the rooms are locked. They just appear to be like storage rooms, like different... some of them might be offices, or just very tiny, like administrative, just full of filing cabinets and shelves and bookshelves and all that, just super boring shit. The door that's opposite of the window, after a pretty lengthy hallway, opens up into a library. It appears to be just shelves and shelves of books everywhere. And that has stairs leading down.
Okay. She will literally bypass all of the books.
Yeah.
She does not care for any of the books. I'm the wrong person to tell that this is a library.
As you come down the stairs
I did go in after her, by the way.
Sorry. Yeah, you can go in after her, absolutely.
I mean, I can't see very much, so I stick close. But
okay, what do the rest of you do while you see Edmund and Frey fly up into the air and then crash through this third-story window? You don't see any kind of security system or alarms or anything like that happening.
We look back out the window, we just see Valravn going, God damn it.
Yeah, once again, Edmund absolutely told nobody about this plan.
Do you have a rope at least?
Is there a window where we are, like on the sides of the building, just like a regular window?
I mean, I guess if the DM allows it, I could just pick everybody up and just... I mean, I've got 10 minutes to do this. I could just...
it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but...
be an elevator.
I was just gonna say we just smash more windows.
I love splitting the party. I'm always a fan of that.
Start smashing the windows to town hall. Just why not?
I go down and pick up the next guy, but because it's so dark and I can't see, I just throw him through another window and don't realize it's a different one.
Everybody's thrown into a different... I thought initially you were going to say you go down and just pick up like a random person on the street and just pull them up.
One of the guards didn't pay attention.
Basically.
Terrifying.
Oh god, I'm being abducted. Yes, to answer your question, Celeste, there is a window. You look around and you can see a window in that same kind of lounge, administrative office room that you all had walked through to get to from the entrance to the statue room. You see there is a window there.
We check if we can open the windows before we begin smashing them again.
Yeah, they don't look like they open from the outside. There's a little bit of security there.
They lock their windows at night.
Well, hold on, dear. I suppose I should have told dear Edmund that I could do this. And Valravn is going to puff into green smoke and reform on the other side of the window and open the window from the inside.
I'm always a favor of splitting the party. Come on now.
Yeah, now we're on different stories, right?
Yeah, very different stories. Okay, so Valravn, you disappear using your Fey touch, is that what it is? Or the illogical?
Face step.
Okay, Face step. So you can poof inside on the other side of the window and open it up and let the others crawl in. For Thimbleweed, it's pretty easy. For Celeste, it's not very easy. This is not a window designed for people to necessarily crawl through.
We can split the party 3 ways.
Celeste, you go find a third window.
Find a half-orc size window.
Edmund doesn't see anybody anymore, so he just goes back up after Frey.
Sure, yeah, and we will start the split party thing, and I'm very excited about this. All right, I will bring you guys on a map in just a hot second.
It's all right, Valravn. You didn't have a chance to tell me because I didn't tell you my plan.
That's true. You just flew away. I didn't know even you were going inside.
Neither did I. And for a penny, and for a pound.
That's right.
By the time we had smashed through the window, y'all were already inside, and then Celeste was somewhere else, so you didn't notice the glass.
All right, so you guys should be on the map now. 3 of you are going to be here. And 2 of you are going to be over here, which is the... you guys have gone downstairs to the second story now. The rest of you are in the first story. Again, you recognize this room that the 3 of you are in. This is the room that you walked through from the entrance lobby. You walked through this room, and this room leads to the room with the statue. And from this, I'm actually going to describe this for both of you, because both of you are going to... One team is going to hear, and the other team is going to be able to see what's going on in this statue room. So for the rest of you, you all have a window. As soon as you walk down the stairs, you have a window looking down into the statue room. So Edmund and Frey, you guys can see these events unfolding. Which is 4 pillars with low burning lanterns surround a tall black statue in the middle of this room. The 8-foot tall statue appears vaguely humanoid with embellished features, including a flowing cape. At first glance, you thought it obsidian, but upon a closer look, you can see the entire statue is made of black crystal, aka chatelaine. Now, those of you on the bottom, you guys can hear very clearly from where you are the sound of like metallic clanging and banging and muffled voices just on the other side of the door to your east.
What do we see?
We see somebody.
We see. Yeah, we see the banging and clanging, right?
So the 2 of you on the top, and I'm not going to split you guys up on the channel or anything, but I want to try to have you guys not meta this, because literally 2 of you can see this and the rest of you cannot. You can just hear things. The 2 of you that can see, you see a pair of enlarged Duergar surrounding this statue, hacking off chunks of it with their giant war picks into several open sacks. You see another Duergar is normal sized, but operating a mechanical suit that engulfs his body.
He's Iron Man.
It's got a claw with one arm and a hammer on the other, and he's just grasping it and like chiseling this whole statue into pieces, just crunching chunks of it off. And this room is pretty good size, and you can see it's got stairs leading down to the kind of southwest of where the 2 of you are right now, and then a balcony on the southern side that goes up into the second floor. And you can see there's it's a story down. You guys are on the second floor. You're looking down into the first floor.
The only thing everyone's going to start hearing is a maniacal cackling as Frey launches through that damn window.
All right, hang on. Not even done describing the room, and she's like, I'm down there getting the business done.
Yeah, she goes full on berserker.
Wolverine leap through the window, just
full on berserker as her rage comes out, because she does not like the Duergar. She kicks their ass constantly.
Okay.
And she's like, she loves a good fight, and 2 of them being big and one being in a metal suit just makes like for the best fight ever.
Okay, so
reflex, and get dragged along with her.
So Edmund, I will give you a chance. The 3 of you don't know what's going on, but Edmund, I will give you a chance to react to Frey just howling maniacally and leaping down into this fun zone.
It's like one of those, reactions, like someone's falling and you're like trying to stop them. As Frey jumps, I like instinctively reach out to grab her.
Okay, but her momentum like pulls you down.
And I assume I'm kind of lighter because I'm still flying.
That's true. So
really, any damage I would take
I was
by
gonna
jumping
say,
to the story should be offset by the fact he's kind of flying.
We could argue that he grabs on, and Frey, you just think you're like going in slow motion.
It's like a tactical drop.
Yeah, he's acting as like a parachute. As she just laughs maniacally. All right. Well, that is obviously going to be your surprise round. Obviously, Frey, you can rage as part of your surprise. But this is what you... So now you guys are back on the map with the other 3. You just are on the other side of the door. That they can probably now hear Frey laughing maniacally from that side and instinctively go into turn-based combat mode.
Yeah. We know what that sound means.
I can only move in 6-second intervals. Oh no!
Imagine this. It's like, when an ambulance is coming towards you, you just hear this maniacal laughing coming towards you.
Yeah, it's like coming towards us.
Exactly. All right, let's do some initiative. What I would have finished saying is that there was another Duergar right near the door, possibly looking out for anybody coming in through that direction.
They weren't expecting me.
And then you see another one standing on the balcony.
I don't care about him.
All right.
Is this area lit up?
It is lit up. Yeah, I mentioned there were torches on all those pillars. So congratulations, you all have light. Realize I need to number the Duergar.
Damn it, Edmund.
0.01.
0.01. Stir up your deck score is 1 point better than hers. That's the only reason you're going first.
Celeste beat us all.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right, let's see if this works.
We all three rolled 17 also.
It's like she gets a level of PTSD when she starts to hear the laughter, like, oh no, gonna be a miss. Oh no.
And most of these Duergar you've seen before. However, the one in the suit, I do have a special handout for.
Is his name Tony? Tony Duergar?
Well, you don't know his name, but that's what he looks like.
Oh, boy. He does not look happy to be in that suit.
No, you can see there's like a mechanical claw that's like chiseling into his like brain.
Yikes.
So
I was going to say it looked like his soul is being sucked out, but I guess
feel free to jump in and commandeer that suit. Sounds like a wild fucking ride. Ah! Alright, let's go to... Oh yeah, Celeste. Boy, look at... Yeah, initiatives go all the way from 1 to 20. Oh,
Sure do.
stupid Duergar, what the fuck, you guys?
But they all go together. I don't like that the Duergar are all going at the
Yeah, they
exact
really
same time
do.
at the end.
That's annoying for me. Alright, let's get
We're
some
not
battle...
involved in the We're not involved in the surprise round, though, right?
No, absolutely not. In fact, the surprise round was basically just Frey leaping down and getting her rage started, because that takes a while for her to reach the bottom, and then obviously all the Duergar are very aware when she's coming down.
It would have gone faster had Edmund not caught me in with his flying speed.
I can still drop you at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're saying that you pretty much reached the bottom, you know, at the start of this combat round, so.
Yeah.
All right, Celeste, you can hear all this happening from the other side of the door to your east.
If Edmund does want to drop me on the head of one of the giant Duergar, I'm not going to be upset by this. Frey will hold on, like a little spider monkey.
I do want to be in the air, so since I do go before her, it works out.
Ah.
I'll drop her on my turn.
This is hilarious that you guys have been comboing this multiple times now.
Wait, so is it my turn? Sorry.
Yeah,
no, we're starting with Celeste.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys had a surprise round.
Yeah, I thought you said they weren't involved.
Well, the surprise round was you guys coming into this room and starting things, basically. So we can still start it with you carrying her, but that's not going to be a surprise round. It's just going to be normal from here.
Drop me on his head. I will hold on like a spider monkey.
Is it this way? This door?
East. That's the window we came.
That's the window you came in.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay. I open the door. I bravely open the door.
All right. You see that there was a Duergar right on the other side who was paying close attention to anybody coming in through the door. However, all his attention was momentarily drawn to the floating, maniacally laughing halfling into the room. So he's a bit like, this door opens.
You think I'm a great distraction.
Yeah, so you see all these Duergar, some of them large, and they were in the middle of just hacking apart this statue in the middle of the room, just chiseling it, destroying it, hacking off chunks of it into different sacks when you guys have found them.
Okay. I am... Okay, I want to use one of my Speary 3000 attacks. I don't think I put it in my attack thingy though. Here's all the stuff about it. So I let's see. It's yeah. So I want to do this, spin it around, like step into the room and super cool, like spin it around me to do this one. Each creature of your choice within 5 feet must make a con saving throw, or take. This is why I haven't put it in my character sheet because I didn't know how to do this part. The DC.
right.
Like I couldn't figure out how to modify like the DC part in my character sheet. But
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
a con saving throw or 1d6 radiant damage.
What's your wisdom modifier?
It is a +1.
Okay, so the DC would be 11. All right, so you're spinning the mop around, and these two Duergar need to make a DC 11 con save, or take 1d6 radiant damage. Let's see if them together, maybe. Nope. Okay. Well, they're both Duergar, so we can. Duergar con save. All right, this is for number 2. Fails terribly, and for number 1 succeeds. So give me 1d6 as it takes the sparkling power of clean, washes over.
Sprayed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a little bit of clean. It's a spot clean.
It's not very much clean. And then I'll spend a key point to do my flurry of blows, and I'll attack number 1 twice. My unarmed strike.
Now, technically, did not take the attack action. You took a.
That's not an attack.
No, it's a spending a mop action.
Oh.
Specific type of action.
You spent the mop whirling action.
Okay. Then I don't think that. Then I'll do instead of that. Then I'll do. This confuses me. I don't know if I can do anything else then. So I guess I'm just staying here then in this really great spot.
So this dotted line, by the way, I put on the map. There is a balcony that starts down here, and then goes up and then wraps around this southern part of the room. And that's where you see another kind of Duergar right up on the balcony, kind of stairs area, I guess. All right, Mr. Flying Ulrich, the Incredible.
That was one of my 2 questions. What is number 5 doing? He's just standing on some stairs.
Yeah,
And
so.
why am I so incredible?
And why am I so incredible? Yes, he is standing on the stairs and overseeing things.
How tall are the big guys, number 2 and 3?
Tall enough to be considered large. So, essentially, I think they were dwarf size, but they doubled in size. So they may be like 8 or 9 feet or so.
So, Frey and I are about 15 feet up. I'm going to use a free action, kind of.
Like how you just decided that. That's very good. You said that with such confidence. I have to believe it.
Yeah, surprise
We
round
never
to
ruled
decide
about
where he
it.
was.
So we're this high up. I'm like, okay, go on.
So I'm going to throw Frey towards number 2 as a free action, but I'm going to kind of throw her up first a little bit. And I'm going to grab some sand from my pocket. And
Pocket sand.
You see sparks coming from my hand as I infuse the sand with the fairy fire spell essentially, and there's my 20-foot cube right there.
Ah,
Wow.
assholes aren't going invisible anytime soon.
Exactly. So as I'm throwing her up, infusing the sand, I kind of throw it down at them into this 20-foot cube
Okay.
To avoid Frey getting caught as she arches up towards number 2.
Wow. You're muted, hun.
So I'm going up to the top of my parabola as I'm starting.
Coming down, not into
Yeah.
the fairy fire, but coming down as the fairy fire dissipates.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dex saving throw. I mean, I guess my spell save is at 13, I guess. Always the same, right?
Yeah, you tell me. I don't know.
There it goes.
Ah, okay.
I clicked.
Sure. It's not letting me draw boxes around people. I'm trying to do my group save, and it's not letting me do it. All right, so we'll do number 3. You said dex save. Let's see. Saving throws against poison, spells, and illusions. So they're going to have advantage on this save. As we recall, Duergar, apparently in all their generations of fighting in the Underdark, are more resistant to spell effects.
Are they resistant to?
Well, I don't have to tell you that, but they are advantage to saving throws against poison spells and illusions, as well as resistant to being charmed or paralyzed. So, dex save for number 3, advantage. Ooh, advantage helps him out. Dex save for number 2.
Oh my god.
Advantage also helps him out. Stupid Duergar.
Is this really a spell? Ow.
It's literally a spell, yes. The hammer has much worse dexterity, so we'll see if he can jump out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what? Actually, it says he does not have advantage on his stat sheet, so he does. So he did not have advantage there. I guess being in the engine nullifies his Duergar advantage. So he takes the fairy fire, and then the other one does. So he gets a dex save. And even with advantage, that one does fail as well. So you got half of them.
4-man fails.
Yeah.
I was most worried about number 5, actually.
Ironically, the two fancier looking Duergar are the ones that failed.
Yeah.
All right, and then Frey is tossed. Which one did you say?
Where's
Number 2.
Number 2. All right, so Frey, you end up, I guess, on top of, or how'd you want to do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you say what animal trait?
I have not. I haven't gone through
Oh
any of
yeah,
those
you raged.
yet. Yeah. So I can put all the things on for you if you wish. Let's see here. Let's go. I mean, the claws are pretty great. So we're gonna go claws.
It's like
Alright.
landing on someone and digging into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just comes down, hands out, like a cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, totally landing on like his back shoulders type area, and she's gonna bite her monkey onto this guy.
Fantastic.
So
I think while you're on top of somebody, you do have advantage, I believe.
I get advantage no matter what at this point because I'm
It's just
raging.
always recklessly attacking, no matter what.
Oh yeah, I don't care. Yeah, we'll throw that out there too. So yeah,
What were you saying, Ray?
Climb into his beard.
yeah, I could hide under the
Yeah,
beard.
Trim his beard. Dwarves hate that. Talk about insult to injury.
16, that should hit him.
16
remember correctly.
yeah. All right, move you're on top of this guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 16 does hit for sure.
Oh, whoops! I didn't turn my
As you are
rage damage on.
Yeah, on
Plus
top
2.
of like with the back of his head or something, just like
Yeah,
diving in there.
yeah. It's like the Drax the Destroyer from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Because it's claws, I get to do it again. So that was 7 damage for the
7.
first one.
Okay.
21.
Yep.
for 8 more. And then
Okay.
with that one, she just like sticks her claws in and holds on.
Oh boy.
Uses the claws as like a base to hold on for anything he tries to do to get her off.
Okay.
And again, just laughing the whole time. Very much Drax the Destroyer type thing.
That's pretty effective. That Duergar looks like he's in bad shape after that, like, 1-2 punch clawing in the back of
She
the head.
remembers these big guys. She knows that they're like softies.
Yeah. All right. You see the Duergar on the stairs immediately starts pointing and barking out orders in Dwarvish, which those of you that can understand Dwarvish are to the likes of, Here they are! The ones my brother described! Must destroy them here!
Yells out, it's not bad to talk in a language we don't all understand.
And Frey, he will look at you, who's carving up one of his buddies, and attempts to dig into your mind.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yep. As he stares at you, and the camera zooms in on his eyes. I need a intelligence saving throw.
No, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything that helps me with intelligence throws? Well, if I roll a 1, I do have lucky, so that'll help.
Oh, the
Or you can just
crit
roll a
save
20.
on a -1. Your
Wow.
steel mind rebuffs, and he like reels back a little bit from that.
She just like has a feral smile.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I wave, but I'm holding on because I don't want this guy to throw me.
Yeah, he huffs and
See
continues.
you in a second.
Yeah, he actually runs up farther on the balcony. And
That's
kind
not
of
going to help you.
yeah, kind of ducks back to give himself some cover and continues barking out general like, kill them! Crap! They've got some kind of psionic training.
See, if I'd been smart, I would have used my claws like the rat movie where he like makes him cook
Oh, Ratatouille.
ratatouille and like force this guy to walk over to where I want him to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Puppet him run.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess, shoot the one closest to Celeste.
That big guy? Okay.
Yeah.
16 does hit. You guys are just getting into their armor, even though they appear to be pretty armored.
I'm gonna reroll that piercing damage.
Reroll?
No way I can get worse than a 2.
No way. You can do better.
Yeah. So 12 damage.
Frey, much to your dismay, after slicing and dicing this Duergar, he's still up, but then an arrow comes in and just thunk right in the back of this giant's chest, and he just sinks into normal size.
Let me ask this: does that happen like all immediately, or do I get that 6-second window?
It's not like a shunk. It's like it's a pretty gradual, like, shrinking back down.
Because she kind of wants to make a flying leap off this guy as she feels him shrinking.
Like,
The number 3.
no, I'm not gonna allow that. You have to do that. You have to do an action on your turn to get back up, I think.
Damn it! All right.
It's all you can do to basically stay like from falling off, and then you're gonna kind of gently fall to the ground next to him.
Just stab it.
Yeah, the hammerer will waltz up to
Me, pick me.
yeah, and waltz up to you, Frey, and attempt to grab you with his claw.
That does not look like it's very comfortable.
Not with advantage, just regular.
Yeah, it'll do it.
22 does hit as he gets you for 6 bludgeoning damage. And restrains you in the claws, literally just kind of like payloader alien style, just grabs you. Yeah. And because you are restrained, he's now got advantage as he tries to bash you with the other arm, which is his hammer.
Yeah, that still works.
For 9 bludgeoning damage with the hammer.
I take half of that.
Yeah, you're still just laughing at him.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
that's like a Fight Club moment at that point.
Yeah.
He's like holding you and bashing you in the face, and you're just laughing at him.
It's very much a Fight Club scene.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice he's got like this very creepy, like his eyes are like rolled over to the back of his head and his mouth slightly ajar. It's like he's just like mentally commanding these things and not like registering anything on his face. It's like,
Is he like holding me in front of him?
yeah,
Can I like
basically.
flick his nose to see if it like
He's probably not keeping you in range of his actual face, no. But you are currently restrained.
Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, Valravn.
I do have advantage on strength checks to get out of it.
Okay. As Valravn tries not to go in the room.
I am getting hammered, Stan.
So, Valravn, you don't actually see this guy to the southeast because he's actually on another story. I'm going to leave him on this map because that's easier, but this dotted line represents he's actually a story up on the balcony.
Oh, okay, so I can't actually see him at the moment.
You can see the one that's next to Celeste, though. And obviously, if you can see anybody else further into the room.
Okay. Let's actually step back here. Alright, Valravn will begin writing as he was writing the story of this fight and the insanity of Frey leaping into a room full of Duergar.
See, this is what happens when y'all leave Frey by herself for the most part. Or with someone who's equally as crazy as she is.
Yeah, exactly. It's only a problem when we leave Frey and Edmund together. That's what we've learned. As the other enlarged Duergar saw his similarly sized friend go down, he knew that...
Similarly sized friend. How evocative.
He knew that... Yeah, I know, right? It's some real pros going on here. He knew that his time was at an end. Where is... I can never find this one. There it is. He's going to do some unsettling words on number 3 up there. And as he says that, Valravn's going to reach into his luxurious coat that offers no winter protection.
It's a fashion
looks
statement.
Great. And pull out a very small hand crossbow that he's just going to try to surreptitiously pink at the large gentleman over there.
Gentleman.
Does a 16 hit? I think we said yes.
You have discovered a 16 does in fact hit.
Alright, and then he takes 1 piercing damage. And he has to make a DC con save or be poisoned and incapacitated.
Oh boy. And he's got the unsettling words on him?
And he's got the unsettling words.
Okay.
And he's a Duergar.
I give him advantage because
he's a Duergar.
this is a poison feature essentially.
Oh, is there an advantage on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes.
What did I say it was? Con save. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, terrible! I feel like most of the time when you get your unsettling words, it doesn't end up mattering. But I feel like that's also the logic of it. Like if you hadn't done unsettling words, I would have rolled a 20 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more like just couching your bets.
It has worked once, and the one time it worked, it was glorious. But every other time, it has been.
But the thing is, if you hadn't done it, you just don't know.
Yeah.
So you see, despite all odds, you managed to find a nice opening somewhere in his armor where that trank dart goes, or maybe just his, neck or something, head. And you see he kind of looks up and pulls it out in anger, and then all of a sudden he just kind of eyes roll back and he slumps down.
After witnessing such aggression, he thought it would be better to take a nap than continue the fight. And that will do it for me.
All right, next up is worker number 1, which is near Celeste. And he is going to... Yeah, it's a big one. He'll stand in front, enlarge, and attack. Enlarged pickaxe. At Celeste. Damn it, she's not here to witness my glorious critical hit. Which does 16 piercing damage.
Yikes.
And would force her to make the con save against the lingering injury. Maybe you all can help me remember that.
Do you have wireless headphones?
Is she listening right now?
That's a good question.
I think she can hear. She can't unmute though.
I can deal the damage, but I'll leave the lingering injury save when she comes back.
Probably safer if she doesn't unmute, because then she might be actually cursing at him. But very quietly if she's dealing with her children.
And then... Oh, unfortunately her turn's... Well, we're going to have to just delay our turn then. Because number 3 is incapacitated. Thanks to your Trank Dart. Can't take actions or reactions. That's weird, though. Couldn't he technically move then? That's an odd specific ruling.
He can move.
If he's incapacitated, then... That's odd.
I mean, it's rules as written, but it doesn't seem like rules
right?
as intended.
Yeah, I feel like they're just like I guess incapacitated is different than unconscious though, which is very odd. Incapacitated just means you're like muddled. Then it's bizarre.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah. So, well, he's just
he
gonna
can
sit
move.
there. Whatever. All right. Well, we're gonna delay Celeste's turn for now. Help me remember that, and then when it's her turn, she'll do the massive damage thing, and we will go to Edmund.
Pulls out a rope, turns into a thorn, aims for number 5.
What? How many crits do you get on this goddamn vine whip? Oh my goodness.
Pulled him 10 feet towards him off the balcony.
You asshole. Great
Put a
spot up
balcony
there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
This is your fault.
I didn't give him any magic vine sword this time. This is just a spell.
Sure,
No, you put the balcony there for him to throw.
Oh, the
him off
balcony, of course. Yeah. There's always a... All right, roll...
Sure you don't want to put like a fire pit somewhere?
So he takes 7 damage, and then roll 1d6 for his falling damage as he falls off the balcony. 4 damage. Yeah, as he comes crashing down. Urgh! I thought that thing had... Does it have a 60-foot range?
No, 30 feet.
30 feet? You had to step up for that, didn't you?
Nope.
Oh, you asshole. Yeah, I guess technically. I mean, he's higher up, but I don't think we ever worry about that.
I mean, I'm 15 feet up. The balcony's what, 10 feet? If you
Oh,
really
that's
wanna-
true. You're flying. Yeah, good point. I'm not gonna try to triangulate anyway. Fair enough. All right, he is he is pulled down and falls, and sprains an ankle and curses in Dwarvish.
I don't have a good comeback for him. Star Blight, more like Lord Blight. Anyway.
Nice. Frey, you are currently in the middle of this
Oh
creepy
yes.
suit's claw. It does take an action to escape, or you could attack at disadvantage.
Well, I'm gonna reckless, so it negates the Well, I have advantage because he's fairy fired, so that negates your disadvantage.
That's true. He is lit up with the fairy fire.
Yeah. So it's just a normal attack, but then if I reckless attack, it makes
That's
me have
true.
advantage.
Yeah, and we forgot. Well, I guess it didn't matter for Edmund, but yeah, the other one was fairy fired also.
I'd roll advantage.
Yeah, he rolled advantage. That's how he got the crit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll reckless attack to get the advantage.
Well, if you have any kind of advantage and any kind of disadvantage, they cancel each other out. You don't get to like just add more advantages to get advantage. So while you're restrained, there's no way you can have advantage, but you could cancel the disadvantage.
Yeah, well, the fairy fire cancels the disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right, fine. It's a regular attack then.
Yeah.
Do I want to go axe and start doing a lot more damage, or continue with claws and get to do it twice?
I think, I don't know if we have to do the math, but I think attacking twice with your claws is cumulatively more damage because you're adding your bonus to both attacks.
Yeah, with the rage damage especially.
Yeah, the claws are a 1d6 plus 4, but the axe is 1d10 plus 5 plus 1.
And on the damage rolls, aren't you adding your strength modifier to your attack?
I do on the axe one. I don't think I do on the... No, I do. Yeah, it's added. That's the plus 4.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's 1d6
plus 4.
Max damage would be 10 on each, or was it 10 plus 4 would be 14?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more damage on the claws. 20 potential, I guess.
Well, no, it's more damage on the axe.
Is it?
Yeah, max damage for the claws is 10. The axe is like 16.
Right, but 10 twice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. Potato, potato.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try the claws, and then if it doesn't work this time, then she'll do the axe next time. So it's just regular though. That's stupid.
Oh. Number 5 has to take massive damage because I critted against him.
You're correct, sir.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You're correct. That's a con save. Good lord, I am fucking up my saves so bad. Give me a massive damage table roll.
Oh no, I wasn't ready. Massive damage, massive damage.
He is frightened of you.
I am the flying Edmund.
Next I didn't know I could fly. I got limited intel. You'll have to remind me what frightened means, but I'll put another thing on his 4 token.
He has to run away from me, I believe.
That's the fear spell.
It's just they have disadvantage while you're...
Frightened means he can't move closer to you of his own volition. Like, you could drag him closer, but he can't move closer of his own volition.
And you have disadvantage on attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight. Yeah, Frey 24 does hit with the claws.
7.
Okay.
And then 17.
17 does hit. I feel like he's got better armor with the suit on, but you are penetrating it.
8 more.
Alright, you are slicing and dicing, and it's still creepy. Like, his eyes doesn't register too much, even though you can see, like, you know, wounds obviously appearing over his body, and shards of mechanical bits flying everywhere. Rochelle is back, so Celeste, we had to skip your, or delay your turn until you came back. You also took a critical hit from the Duergar who attacked you. I've already done the damage to you, but I need you to make a con saving throw for the massive damage. Which you succeed with. Alright, so now you can take your turn after Frey's has just ended, which right now.
Okay. Okay. I will wipe it. Number 1. Ooh, that's not very good.
Uh-oh. A 1. That's not gonna hit.
Thank you.
I don't know what else to say.
Now go to bed.
Okay, now I'll do flurry of blows now to do 2 unarmed strikes. My goodness.
Let's get
better. A 2 and a 3.
Oh no!
Wow. All right. Well, you're improving. That's the good news.
Celeste runs away. Is Is there any booze in this room? She's just gonna sit and drink and drown her sorrows.
This is the opposite of a booze room. There are books, like technical manuals and desks, and
You know, Varuman's always got a flask on him for you.
yeah, that's true.
Anytime you need it.
He is the enabler.
Okay.
Sounds like a terrible like psychological experiment where Balrog starts to become associated with pleasure of booze. He's like the only one carrying it.
Toxic relationship where she's just dependent on him for alcohol.
Yep. All right. The Duergar, who you presume is the leader, is frightened of Edmund, and then so instead he casts and Frey is still grappled in the claw. So instead he casts his eyes back into Celeste, who just missed a bunch of attacks and then ran inside where he sees other people. So he will attempt to use his mind mastery on Celeste, which I don't think he has disadvantage on because there's no attack roll with this. It's just you getting a save. So Celeste, I need an intelligence saving throw. Son of a bitch. Let me have no fun.
Yep.
He cannot willingly move closer to Edmund, so he will run away. Well, I don't know if he wants to go back up the balcony because then just gets pulled out again. He'll just move to the corner of the room. Tell him that one especially, and points towards Edmund flying in the air. Some sort of flying demon. And we go to Thimbleweed.
All right. I will. Attack number 4. With
oh yeah,
my trusty short bow.
so he is fairy fired, so you have advantage. I don't think they can they try to avoid fairy fire in the future, or is it just always on once they fail?
I don't think they get another save.
Okay.
No.
So with advantage, since he's
Fairy
glowing
fire.
brightly, you do hit with a 21.
Concentration spell for a minute.
Ah, it is concentration. Okay.
We'll re-roll.
Reroll?
It's rolling ones and twos.
All right. Should be 15.
15. Wow. That's a solid arrow hit that hits the Duergar in the body, still alive, but now it is like leaking blood and like oily substances, basically. And on the hammerer's turn, I don't know if it can. How does its claw work if it's holding somebody?
Can't be used for anything else.
Yeah, it can't use its claw on another target. So if it, I guess it has to use its claw on you then. So I'll just have an advantage attack with the claw on you. So against Frey.
Now remember, I did not do my reckless attack this time.
Well, no, but you're still restrained in his claws.
Yeah.
And there is another
Ouch.
crit for the Duergar. The game giveth and taketh away. Lucky for you, that is not his. Well, actually, that's the same damage.
Yeah, it's still only 7 for me.
Yeah, 14.
She's still just laughing at him.
However, you got to make the massive damage con save, which we are throwing that around like crazy this battle.
Yeah, it's happening a lot.
I need a DC 15 con save, which probably gonna make. Barbarians are pretty good at con. Yep, you guys are nailing all the saves, much to my chagrin. And then an advantage hammer attack. 16.
That still hits.
Okay, for another 9 damage.
Whatever.
Again,
She's still laughing at
Frey
him.
the barbarian tank just takes it, no problem. It's just squeezing that claw and bashing you across, and you just laugh right back like a
She's went,
sick Fight
it
Club
hurts
scene.
so bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh my.
it's just absolute heaven. Valravn.
Please make it stop.
All right. Valravn will, in describing the armored dwarf holding Frey, as the dwarf looked upon the furry little halfling berserker in his arms, he was suddenly disgusted with himself. Why would he hold such a...
He stopped himself. His pen quill stops midway to the page.
The hammer dude and I just both turn. We just wait. So, can you believe this guy?
Starts barking out words and then going backwards.
Yo, Valravn, you don't have to say out everything you write down.
Yeah, exactly. I should really stop.
He doesn't know.
containing my
He
writing.
doesn't know how else to cast spells.
Sleek fur of the halfling berserker in his arms began to slip through his claws, and he had no choice but to release.
Cool use of command. It's the what is that, Men in Black? Release me, kind of scene. Wisdom saving throw.
I didn't actually put the... Did it not cast right? It cast as like the block. I didn't put the actual DC in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to, I don't know. Sometimes spells cast with like where it says, it's like the white box where it says the DC.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's this gray box. I don't know what's what.
If you click on the words, it's different than clicking on like the speech bubble.
Yeah, and the speech gives a description, which that apparently lists the DC, whereas the
Oh, okay. Let's try that.
yeah,
there we
but
go.
that won't take it off your. If it's using a spell slot, it then won't take it off spells. I don't know why that
I
doesn't
see.
appear with the other one. Anyway,
Okay. Anyway, it's 15.
all
I
right.
probably typed it in wrong because for me, my spell save shows up when I click on the word.
Does it? Okay, I'm probably messing with something then.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 15.
Is this considered a charm effect? As we all read.
Yeah, usually if it is, it would usually say like if they're immune to charm, they don't.
You're right.
You're not trying
No.
to charm him though.
It does not count as a charm per.
That was a quick
The-
Google there.
That
Yeah.
was a quick fucking Google food. Jeez.
That was like 9 seconds. That was immediate.
I have to accept that ruling. Okay.
Per the sage of D&D, it is
Yeah.
not a charm effect.
Okay.
It is more
Uh,
powerful.
And we determine the hammer does not have the Duergar advantage to spells. For I guess he loses that when he goes inside the suit. So it's just a normal wisdom save. And the saves have been not exactly in my favor tonight. And he fails horribly and releases Frey from his claw grasp.
All right, that's it for me.
All right, Duergar number 1, at the behest of his boss, who is shouting and screaming at Edmund, will attempt to maneuver around, which the other one's like passed out, so he's gonna try to like step over him. And
Also 15 feet in the air.
yeah, he is enlarged, so he is gonna be able to barely reach you. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, if he circles around, he can avoid Frey.
Can he though?
Very carefully. I want to go anywhere near you. And he will attempt to attack you, Edmund, with his enlarged war pick. 20. I have been hitting with these attacks though. Whoa!
Yikes!
That's crazy. I feel like I've crit with this and not gotten that much damage. 17. That's almost max damage.
Yeah.
Edmund's blood is like honey to me. I'm always carving him up.
I feel like it's because he's in the air. The pick was able to go in a perfect
A
arc
perfect
over his
angle,
head
yeah.
and just catch him
It's like
midair.
swatting a fly. I also need a con save to maintain concentration on that fairy fire,
Aiming for.
which I believe is it's 10 or half the damage, right? Whichever's higher. So I think it's DC 10 con save. You guys and making these saves, holy shit. Nuts. All right, number 3 is still incapacitated, so we go back up to Celeste.
Boy. Okay.
Getting liquid courage from Valravn in the lounge room.
We're just drinking in here. We're having a grand old time.
Yeah, that's right. You just college kids who broke into this administrative office and just had a little party in this room.
Every once in a while, Thimble will just lean over and shoot an arrow out the door, or I'll just say something.
Yep.
We're just chilling.
Okay, so is number 4 focused on Frey right now?
He was literally grappling. That's the guy in the big suit. And it literally had her grappled in his big claw arm, but Valravn just made him release her. He is still lit up with fairy fire also, so you'd have advantage.
All right, let's see with advantage if I can hit anybody. 16?
16 is actually not quite enough to hit the hammer.
He's got armor.
He's got the mechanized suit, yeah. Even
This
with
is
advantage.
This is going super well. Okay. I still get like my free unarmed attack. Hey,
Yeah, hey, there you go. Another. They're the 4th crit of this fight, I believe.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Punch him in the back of the head.
Oh my goodness.
Minimum damage. The dice
Well,
are very anti-Rochelle tonight.
funny,
This
you
is
rolled
so
ones on
hard.
all the dice. That's hard to do. Literally the worst crit you could possibly get, and yet, Celeste, you will be very pleased to know that is enough to kill this very heavily injured mechanized Duergar.
Great.
Well, anticlimactic, but yes.
It was a solid punch to the back of the head.
It was.
It was still a crit. It was
Yeah.
Celeste is a little tipsy now on Valravn's flask, and so as she stumbles away, she emulates Valravn, and she's like, and thus the brave Celeste punched that guy square in the nose and became a hero. She stumbles back for more flasks.
done, dear.
Excellent.
Why aren't you writing that down?
That's right.
Absolutely excellent. You may have a point of inspiration as we go
Thank
to
you.
Edmund's turn.
I'd like to fly 5 feet higher and 5 feet closer,
Oh.
I'm off from there.
and I only have a flight speed of 10.
Are you staying within his range and not triggering attack of opportunity? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or do you want to...
Well, I'm in the air, though. He can't reach me.
Well, he reached you to attack you, so you're still in threatening position. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to get out of position, that would take the disengage action, or he can get that attack of opportunity.
What?
You're moving away from him, so
Yeah.
he gets an attack of opportunity. Unless you...
So if I don't change my distance? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No, if you're trying to fly away from him, then you're going to need either disengage or take the attack of opportunity. If you're flying towards him, then you don't have to.
I will stay where I'm at then.
Okay.
And Thorn Whip number 5 again.
You motherfucker.
thought you were saying.
He hates you so... God damn it! What the fuck? You asshole! What the fuck is with these crits tonight, y'all? Oh my
26
lord.
Or 25. Which
3 crits for the party. What the actual fuck? You rolled a 20 and a 19 just to show off.
I did. And I pull him 10 feet towards me, which brings him into the air, and it releases him back down to the ground.
You're up. Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you an extra 1d6 of damage. And he has to make another
He's
fucking...
yoinked.
Yeah. Good lord.
That's actually a pretty funny strategy.
Just
Be
fucking-
high and constantly lift them up and drop them again.
And he's frightened again.
It's insulting is what it is.
He's frightened again after this.
Wait, no, yeah, he has to make another con save at least, but yeah,
No, right.
he does at least get a chance to you stupid ass effects. Ah, god damn it! All right, he is frightened once again. He does not like being lifted into the fucking air.
He's being whipped around, man. He's being like pulled all
I'd
sorts
be
of
pretty
directions.
scared for sure.
Oh man.
All right, admit I gotta give you a point of inspiration for all this fucking whip crit shit. It's just gotten insane.
I can't end my turn because it's still in Celeste's turn.
Oh, sorry.
So like seeing all of that, Frey is like super. She's like a little bouncy ball. She's just loving it. And she's gonna like, because she's got the little claws. She's literally gonna like drop to all fours and like run at the guy.
Oh my god.
Like
Also
a little,
terrifying. He's
Also
always
very
scared.
terrifying.
like the
Full
little stoat that she is.
Feral Frey.
5, 10, 15.
All number 3 can do is just cry
Mm.
as he's watching this and can't do anything.
You guys are monsters.
Isn't he also poisoned? So he's taking poison at like the beginning of each of his turns as well too. So he's just like slowly dying.
He's not taking poison damage, he just has the poisoned condition.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, here comes Stoat Frey, running at the guy.
You guys having a bad time.
He's having a real bad time. Well, 15 hit him?
Are you recklessly attacking for the advantage?
Yeah. No, I have an advantage because of the.
Oh, he's very
fire.
fire. You're right.
Yeah.
15 does hit him. He does not have as good of armor as the others.
That sucks for him.
It kind of does. It sure does. He
Put him on that
takes
balcony.
12 damage. Why? Why did I put him on a balcony? I knew what I was facing here. Frey, how would you like to carve up Dearth Sunblight?
So she's like running up and does like her little leap in the Drax the Destroyer, all of that. And she just like, again, like the beginning scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where she's just laughing and thinks that she did it from the inside type of a thing.
All right, it is grisly and terrifying. This guy's existence in this battle was just awful. Just getting whipped off the balcony, and then getting afraid, and then getting bounced along from the stairs, then getting afraid, and then having this person just fucking crawl on all fours towards him and just hack him to pieces.
Yeah.
Just what a
While laughing.
what a
While
bad-
laughing the
Yeah.
whole time.
bad fucking time. Pour one out for Dearth Sunblight. My god. Yeah, so he is deadsies. We go to Thimbleweed.
Let's see. Who can I shoot through?
You can always kill the incapacitated guy.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to talk about what we do with the incapacitated guy at some point.
Time for a moral quandary.
I mean, Frey will go up and coup de grace him. It's fine by her.
Alright, I'll shoot number 1.
Yep.
I'll re-roll.
Yep, 19 does it.
Reroll's doing you well tonight.
Yeah, no shit.
I rolled 1s and 2s
Yeah.
for 16 damage.
Yikes.
For... How's it? Oh, 5 plus 5. Okay. 10, yeah. My goodness. Okay.
It's Joseph's math. Don't question.
Yeah, I know. He's always...
Actually, I messed up the first one by 1, but
That's
Oh.
alright. I'll give it to you. That does a pretty solid amount of damage, that enlarged Duergar. This arrow comes sailing in from the other room.
where all these damn arrows come from?
Mm-hmm. The hammer is dead. However, what happens at this point?
His robot is still alive.
Like the XCOM unit, right? Like it just keeps with his like body slumped over. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. A chunk of the statue falls away as crackling purple and blue lightning arcs out of the ruined crystal figure. Materializing out of the remains is a gigantic hand glowing with blue fire.
What'd you do, Thimbleweed?
Thimbleweed, you bastard!
You summoned the blue hand of death.
Damn it, wrong arrows.
Yeah, exactly. They were specifically labeled.
I shouldn't have bought it from that shady merchant.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
So did this come out of the robot?
It came out of it came out of the statue that had been partially destroyed. You saw just like another chunk get to fall off on its own, and it just burst out of this statue as it like glowed with all this power. And it looks something like this.
Oh. Is that me?
Oh, great.
It could be it's Thimbleweed from the future. His beard shorn.
Holding.
And this thing emerges and just seemingly without any sense or purpose, just as it emerges, it punches right at Frey.
Yikes.
22.
Okay.
It's got a... Oh, fuck.
Now keep in mind, this is force damage, as it this giant hand of pure arcane energy just socks right into you.
Yeah, that hurt.
It's the force, though.
That hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm not unconscious, but I'm a lot closer to it.
Yeah.
A new player has entered the battlefield.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't attack a Bigsby hand. Like,
we were all gloating over the...
It's Turval Robin.
What if the target is a larger, smaller living spell can move it? Okay. I see.
oh, so it moved me 5 feet.
It can technically punch you around, basically.
Yeah.
So did it punch me the 5 feet? I am small.
I mean, if we want to, it can do that. It's not really going to matter, but it can... Yeah, when it comes out, I guess it does that motion where it just pops out of this thing, materializes, and just punches you, and you literally are forcefully knocked backwards a bit.
That wasn't nice. Bad hand. Bad.
I had what I thought. I mean, I didn't think there was anything left for me to do, but now I'm like looking at my character sheet.
Yeah, somebody can make me
dispel magic?
an Arcana check to try to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
I'll do that. Yeah. Hey, that's good.
19's pretty good. Well, Robin, you have never seen anything like this, but you may have read about this in your many years of study, that certain very powerful or ancient wizards might have been able to create what appear to be spell effects. And you've probably heard of high-level spells, and Bigby was a wizard that could, had this very famous spell of conjuring up this giant hand. And you've heard tales of ancient, powerful wizards who were able to create like sentient versions of that spell, like give that spell its own like will and life. And that is just like made up of its own like magical energy force.
Okay, so it's the spell itself made into a creature.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't
unique
want
attacks
to
and
hit this.
traits.
This one hurts.
And with that Arcana check, you would know that it's basically capable of the things that Bigby's hand is capable of, which is punching and grabbing.
Yeah. Well, isn't pushing how we won our first campaign? Well, isn't it also able to like stop people or something? I forget what it. I seem to remember at the end of Prince of the Apocalypse, recent Talus pushed somebody off of a ledge with Bixby's hand.
Oh man, that is a callback I do not recall. Somebody in chat might be able to help us with that one.
Like the climax, like the very, very end.
Yeah.
There was a Did he
The
push her
giant
into the
hand.
portal? I think he pushed her into the portal. Like there was the evil demon or the main bad lady.
That's a hell of a callback.
Yeah, somebody in chat recall
Yeah,
that.
that might be manifested by what I just did, which was that punching that can push them slightly too.
Oh,
so
right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do I know if this thing could be physically hurt?
fortunately, did not roll quite high enough to know its
Okay.
resistances and weaknesses.
Okay. I'm guessing. Oh Lord, I'm guessing I can't insult the large.
What a tiny hand you are!
I've seen bigger.
Ray was not deterred, though. Her heroism would see her through this fight. That was a different voice, but... yeah, I will cast... I have to touch her. Okay, I'll go in there and touch her.
Reach out and touch me.
Creep into the room.
That's right.
Hat on the back.
Alright, so you get... Immune to frighten, and you gain temporary hit points equal to 5 at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
So at the start
That'll
of each
help.
Turn, at the start of each turn, you get 5 temp hit points.
Oh, that'll help. I need them.
I'm gonna back out underneath this balcony over here.
And then I cower in the corner as an action.
That's right.
As a free action.
Okay, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Duergar the One will continue to attack at Edmund. Possibly having to do short little jumps to reach him, but still in range. Large. Can I get another crit?
No.
Oh, but I can roll an 18.
That's good enough.
Yep.
Oh.
For 7, not nearly as much damage though, man. And there's a wide range of damage they have. Give me that. Well, never mind. Everybody's that was fairy fired is dead, so it doesn't really matter. And number 3 is still incapacitated, so we go to Celeste.
Hack a spell. So, so I'm gonna come over here and attack number 1 with my bleach power.
Bleach powers.
Every time. Every time. Like it up here, Rochelle, up here. There we go.
Hey.
Oh wait, they're still fairy fired, right?
This one is not. The ones
Okay.
that were fairy fired are dead.
Well,
But 24 does
either way, I rolled
hit.
a 24.
Yes, absolutely.
Blast him.
It's bleached, very injured, but still hanging on. Grimacing as the radiant blasts hit him in his enlarged face.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's... Yeah, sorry, I was seeing if I had any healing, anything. Because everyone else is, real injured in here.
You guys should go to the back room. That room is it's much safer back there.
Not really. I will not run away, though. I will stay in here to help my friends.
That's how you know she's
Solidarity.
That's how you know she's got enough hit points.
That's right.
I will remain.
It's always that ratio.
Yeah.
A new tank has entered the battle.
That's right.
All right, Mr. Ulrich, not looking so hot.
I was hoping number 1 would be dead, but
He looks in really, really bad shape. Just sagging, spitting up blood. It's real bad news.
I know you're trying to provoke me, but
Who, me? What? Why would I have been dead against you, you asshole with your double crit thorn whip?
So dancing around my boss.
Perish the thought.
Fortunately, my party is too distracted to rely on them to kill number 1, I believe.
The giant glowing hand will do that. Yeah.
So I will disengage and fly 10 feet higher,
Okay.
hopefully out of number 1's reach.
Yeah.
So I'm now 25 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Waste of a turn, but
What
I
else?
do have 4 hit points.
I mean, staying alive. Not a terribly bad idea. Frey, you've been punched by a giant glowing magic hand.
Have been punched by a giant magic glowing hand. And I sadly do not have the ability to disengage. So
You can do it as a full action. You
Yeah.
can always do it as like a full action if you want.
Would she,
Yeah.
though? Would
the
she?
problem is
Yeah.
I'm happiest when I'm risking everything. So
It's right there at the character sheet.
yeah. I enjoy doing things others believe to be impossible, which is my personality trait. I mean,
This fits.
Yeah, it says it right there on your business card.
it's yeah. So she's just gonna, in that one-handed motion, just pull her arms out from behind her and start swinging her axe at this thing because it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And big hits require big hits. And yeah, she will recklessly attack this thing. I knew you were waiting for it.
Really lay it on the line.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what? If
man.
if it hits me like that again regularly,
It
You-
doesn't
and
matter.
You
it doesn't matter.
You do get
It matters not.
your heroic 5 hit points for temporary
I
hit
do,
points.
yeah.
Oh,
yes.
you do. So add those.
But again, if it still hits me for 24 freaking points, the 5 don't
That's
matter.
yeah.
It's bad news.
Yeah. So go big or go home, man.
That's why the
With
DM's
two-
still in a chipper mood after having his boss trashed so completely. I had another boss up my sleeves. Oh, man.
19.
Does not
A 19.
hit.
What?
Really?
Your
Oh.
attack, I mean, you feel like it's tangible. So you feel like you could hit it, but just it's got whatever its glowing force just kind of seems to deflect, like almost like a force field from your attack. I love every player just kind of sits back a little bit and says, "Oh, okay."
So it's been fun playing with you guys. I'm about to die.
Yeah, we're about to all be wiped by a giant hand.
Yeah,
Very,
he
Yeah.
just
very,
screams and doing.
very Smash Brothers-esque here.
Yeah, that's true with the giant hand, the boss of Smash Brothers.
I always hated that level.
Oh god, it's the worst. Look at the double hands.
Yeah.
Mr. Weedy has been safe and secure shooting arrows from across the room.
How's the room doing?
There's the hand.
There's the hand.
There's the hand.
Oh, can I drink one of my potions of healing as a free action?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm like scrolling through my thing.
Yeah.
Going, what can I do to save my life?
Yep, you can drink. You can always drink one potion as a free action.
Take 7 hit points.
Yeah.
It still won't matter if I get hit for the 24, but
And you get your 5 from the hero. or
I
something?
have my 5. Yes.
All right.
If I get hit for 24, it's going to knock me out by 1. I have 23 right now.
I mean, I don't have any spells, so I guess I'll just have to shoot it with the short bow and
Hope for
See
the
what
best.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna happen right now.
He's been taking a good advantage of that fairy fire that's been rolling around earlier too. Yeah, 11's not gonna do it.
all right,
Before.
all right.
All right, Big B.
Big B.
You do have advantage on this because I reckless attacked.
Yeah. He will somehow, or it, sensing that you recklessly attacked, will use its fist again on you with advantage. 26 will hit.
She said it didn't matter. It's
20.
I'm still alive.
Wow!
I am still alive.
All
I'm
because
good.
of Robin's heroism shield.
Right.
The real MVP.
God.
All that dice. He is down to the
This is one of
one.
those, like, it just, like, smashed me, and then you just see me stand back up. The cat,
Yeah.
I can do this all
It just
day.
Yeah.
forcibly punches you again across the thing,
Yeah.
and you're just, spitting up teeth at that point.
Now does it push me 5 feet?
Yeah, it does. It keeps knocking you down.
I'll take it.
Oh, I already moved you down one. Mr. Lawnrier.
Is it moving too? Like,
yes.
It was up here.
It says move up to 5 feet and move with it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like you
great.
and it are pushing. Yeah, you're really shoving both of you.
I didn't know that
You were
part.
trying to get away from it. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I see you.
No, it pushes me 5 feet away. Oh, thank God, now I can run away.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Go hide in a corner for 5 seconds.
Yeah, right now it seems to attack the nearest thing to it, is what you can tell.
That's me. Not for long, but it's me.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, I need more hand-related puns, chat. Get right on that.
I like the Nathans. We're not going to get wiped. We're going to get spanked.
All right. Well, Robin will do two things. One, he will walk up with what Celeste may at first think is a flask, but it's actually a little vial of liquid, and he's gonna hand it to her and say, "Drink it, dear."
And she does, just straight up, no questions asked.
Well, Robin knows that once you 2 drinks Celeste will drink anything you put in front of her.
Oh,
He
no.
knows this already.
Dangerous.
And what she drank was a potion of growth.
What did she do? Oh.
The effects of the growth spell is all I have written down. So, yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I
You embiggen.
copy and paste that. Embiggen!
Mm-hmm. I will, paste it for you. You basically do what the Duergar... Oh, it doesn't say here either. Just okay, enlarge
Yeah, it
reduces
just
the
says-
spell. Yeah.
I got it.
Quicker, you are quicker than
You become large.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's right. Advantage on straight strength saving throws, and your attacks do 1d4 extra damage. That's the big thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he will step back and step up behind Frey, and he will. Oh, she's not here. Shit, she's not here. She has to be willing for this to happen.
What does she want to will? She's getting a drink behind me.
He will put his hand
Oh, Robin's
on her
doing
shoulder.
something to you.
He'll put his hand on her shoulder and say, "You've done well, Frey."
Hang on. She's coming.
Better not be inappropriate.
It's not-
He's touching you
let's-
again.
Let's not ignore the fact that Celeste weighs at least 1,000 pounds now.
That's right.
Her weight
She's
has
very,
multiplied by 8.
by 8.
Wow.
Yes.
It's like a kaiju battle now. Jesus. Versus the hand.
All right.
So me giving.
By the way, the potion of growth looked like a beer bottle. Because
did it?
yes, because that's what he brewed them in, like that's what he had available were the bottles. So when you handed it wasn't even as questionable as when you handed it to, maybe it's more evil that way, but you literally handed her like a beer, and when she drank it, she just became doubled in size. Which you must think you're just drunk off your ass, and everybody got really small.
Good shit.
All right, now go ahead. What you were doing to Frey?
So before he does this, he will actually simultaneously put his hand on her shoulder, and he'll heal her for 6.
Thank God.
But then he will say, "Collect yourself, dear. We have this for the moment. Why don't you rest in the antechamber?" And as long as she is willing, he is going to teleport her 30 feet away. using
This was my old banner.
the spring face step. When I use it, I can touch one willing creature, and that creature teleports instead of me.
I mean, she's barely more than
She's-
conscious.
Yeah. So she. Yeah.
So she could be like, huh? And then she's gone.
Yep. So she'll teleport right inside this little room over here.
Wow. Now, you use your bonus action to heal her. I think I only have the one bonus action, right?
I was trying to use my. Can I choose to use Healing Word as an action? Can I use 2 bonus actions, but just say I'm using one as my main action? I'm not.
That's an
entirely
excellent
clear
question. I
on
don't know if has that ever come up in any of our campaigns.
I feel like it may have come up once or twice, but we've just sort of
Yeah.
not addressed it. Because yeah, you're right. Those are both bonus actions, but I'm not using a regular action here.
Yeah.
We try to use 2 bonus actions in one turn.
Yeah. I'm trying to use 2
You only
bonus
have
actions.
1 bonus action.
So like they're separate categories. I'd rather teleport her than heal her 6. So if it comes down to the choice.
Even Jeremy Crawford says no.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, in
But
that case,
that's it, too. He doesn't even explain. He just goes, no.
All right. Well, I'm taking my spell slot back.
No.
In fact, I got a better use for my action. So bonus action is being used teleporting Frey out of the fight, so that she doesn't have to tank immediately.
Okay. Thank you.
My action will be pulling out of my pack the Ember Lantern and aiming it at this hand. And firing the fiery bird that comes out of the Ember Lantern at this giant hand.
Okay.
Giving hand the bird.
Excellent work for that one.
Here I am!
Excellent.
So
That is
it's
it.
going to make a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
Okay. This is a magical effect, which it has advantage on.
Fucking course it does. Oh my god.
Didn't need it anyway.
Alright, well, Ember Lantern is no more. Hope you enjoy that potion of growth, Celeste, because you're on deck. Alright, that's it for me.
All right. So, sorry, did you end up teleporting her or doing the healing?
I teleported Frey
Okay.
instead of healing, yes.
All right. So, where is she supposed to go?
Into the antechamber, the room we were just in.
Over here.
Yes, exactly.
All of a sudden, I just pop out in front of Thimbleweed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just completely bloodied.
All right. With Edmund out of his reach and this Duergar still inexplicably alive, he will turn his attention to the giant Celeste
Why am I
and
still up?
say something in Dwarvish that's akin to like, someone my own size. And attempt to attack Celeste with his enlarged war pick.
Time to do the mating ritual.
16? Does that hit a Celeste?
That will hit.
Alright. Been hitting a lot with
Oh
these
my
guys.
god.
Yeah, you guys left this guy alive. For 13
Yeah, I
damage.
shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you knocked one out of the battle early on, too. That is all it does on its turn. The other one is still incapacitated. And then we go to Celeste.
Hey, oof. Okay. I'm going to swing at number 1. 14.
Does not hit a Duergar.
All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration. 20.
20 does hit a Duergar, for sure. I'm sorry, the MVPC poll, by the way, please vote. I have no idea how long this combat will last. Alright, Celeste, with that, you crack him across the head with your mop. As you two have a brief melee battle as two giant individuals, but he was heavily injured and goes down and shrinks back to size.
Okay. And then I will try to punch the hand.
Punch the hand. 18 does not hit the hand.
Jeez Louise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is all I got.
Sure, incredible flying, Edmund.
Seeing Celeste and Ray trying to hit the thing. He hopes this works, but he's almost dead, so it doesn't matter. But he's gonna pull out a ball and chunk it at the hand. 24.
Whoa, that was pretty good.
24 is pretty fucking good. Yeah, he is huge or smaller.
I don't know. Will it work? I don't know.
24 does hit. The target is...
I don't know what this thing is, but
Yeah, that's true.
The target's restrained.
oh, Pokeball.
Yeah, because it does. He has because its advantage is against saving throws, but not against like hits like that. So, gonna look at his condition immunities. Yeah, he is restrained. So that the Chardalyn, and you might think that he was contained in Chardalyn before. So you think like maybe that's you might have just done it just to do it, but like you're thinking, okay, the Chardalyn's like kind of containing it effectively. Now it's not trapping him like the statue did, but it is giving him the restrained condition. So it does wrap around. So now it's this really freaky looking giant blue fire hand with like bands of glowing crystal, like black crystal covering it all throughout. Yeah, it looks pretty gnarly.
The hand tries to escape.
It looks like a fucking Castlevania boss now or something.
Squeezing the fingers in. As
Yeah.
It,
Gives me the bird through the netting.
like, right.
That was pretty effective.
I mean, are you gonna let that take it out of the battle though?
No, sir.
Wait, there's an
Sorry,
X through it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I didn't mean to hit the X. Sorry.
We're done.
I meant to hit that one. Sorry, I meant to hit the stun. Yeah, he's not.
I also thought I heard the music
cannot
stop
move. He has disadvantage, or we have an advantage on attack rolls. He has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah, that's huge.
And he has disadvantage on dex saving throws. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. He can try to break out of it, but it does take his action.
All right. She's using her last healing potion for +2 as a free action. She'll take her 8.
Ah.
That gives her 9 hit points.
Oh, I think you keep getting those heroism things, right? Because he's still got that spell active.
5 more hit points. And I mean, her character sheet is built the way that it's built. Here she comes again.
All or nothing, guys.
It's written down.
Yeah, you gave me a slight breather. That helped.
Yeah.
This could be the end of our campaign, October 15th.
Yeah. That should hit.
24 does hit.
17 damage.
Okay. You are very satisfied as you find your axe does connect and seems to diminish it somewhat.
She is a little angry at this point.
Yeah. Seems to writhe that attack. And yeah, you managed to spend every turn still attacking, even though you got teleported away, which is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Thimbleweed.
All right, short bow.
You have advantage now. He is.
Yeah, restrained in the
Bound
Chardalyn
up.
bands. Yeah.
I think we already established 19 does not, right? That
We
would
did
be the
establish
opening-
that, correct.
The opening attack. That's a bummer.
Yep.
Weed is done for the round.
Stymied by the hand. The hand is actually going to spend a turn trying to escape. It does not like being restrained. So it is going to try to break out of these bonds by using its action to make a DC 20 strength check.
Wow.
It doesn't say it has disadvantage on that, right? Just dex saving throws and attack rolls.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a normal strength check. Oh! Rolls a 1. fails
It gets even more
miserably.
entangled.
Yeah, story-wise, we're gonna say that it's like fucked up from the Charlatan. Like the Charlatan glows stronger as it tries to like, you know, you can see them bending but not breaking. In other words, just as it tries to, push outward with its phalanges. And that was its whole turns. We go to Valravn.
Oh, jeez. All right. Who is? I was gonna say who's hurt more between Frey and Celeste, but they're both pretty.
I feel Frey because I've got my relentless endurance thing.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, yeah. You can take
Yeah.
one big hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's your turn healing. Give it all we got.
I guess that's true. I guess we can.
You are talking
well,
about Valravn here, though.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Well, he already just has disadvantage. Vicious Mocker doesn't do anything because he's already got disadvantage. None of my spells work here. I can try shooting you with a crossbow, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna.
You guys have been nailing crits left and right this whole evening,
That's
though.
true. Well, healing word is a bonus action, so I can do both. So I will heal Frey for 6. And then I will take aim with no other recourse left. Which 17's not gonna hit.
You have advantage because of the restrain.
Oh, right. It's probably gonna be worse. It was worse.
Narrator voice, it was worse.
Yeah. Alright, that's it for me.
All right. The other Duergar is still incapacitated. I don't think a minute has passed yet, despite this being a fairly lengthy round now, round 5.
I thought you told me it was an hour. Yeah.
Oh, an hour. You're right. It definitely hasn't been
Yeah,
that long.
yeah,
Okay, sorry, my bad. We go to an enlarged Celeste.
Great. I'm gonna try to hit the hand. I'm up. That's not gonna do it.
You have advantage because it is restrained by the
Thank you. Roll it
giant
again then.
Charlatan ball.
I rolled.
You
I
can't roll the
rolled
same
the
thing,
same
Celeste.
thing.
That doesn't help. The luck has run out this late in the battle with the attack rolls.
Okay, I'll spend. I'll spend my. Wait, hold on. First, before that, I get my one. Getting confused. Shuffle. So that would be a bonus action. Okay, I'll spend a key point then, so I can take 2 unarmed strikes.
Punch that hand.
Yay!
There
Oh,
24
good.
hits.
2 good rolls in a row. Okay, so 5, and then it's an extra D4.
Yep.
Was that right for being large?
Or enlarged fists.
Large and
Or kicks, depending on what you're using.
all right, so that's 8. And then 1 more.
You used up both your 20s on that first attack.
Yeah, 18 does not do it.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Got 1 hit.
Yep.
Mr. Auric.
We're gonna try oldie but goodie.
The Thorn Whip, alas,
Oh, yeah.
does
I
not
will
find
use-
purchase despite being restrained.
I know. I will use. Can I use inspiration to roll one more time?
Absolutely.
What a waste.
Even worse. Yeah.
Yeah. The advantage is not helping.
No, it's-
Yeah, you guys are just kind of run out of. Oh, okay, we spoke too soon. Frey with the
Oh,
crit,
there you go.
4th or 5th crit of the evening for the players, I think.
Something like that.
I'm having to constantly update my crit sheet. Let's see, you are Frey for 16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it is taking a beating now, and you can see it is like just writhing inside of these bands. And has been diminished significantly.
Massive damage roll.
Massive damage.
Gotta make a con save, which, okay, finally. God, my save's been garbage forever. It does stand the effects of any massive damage, but it's looking pretty bad right now. Pretty bad.
That's all I got.
All right, Thimbleweed.
Go it now, Thimbleweed, before it can go again.
Road.
Oh,
Nope.
Thimbleweed. How many 19s have you hit? Oh my gosh.
Can't hit that 20 window.
Arrows.
Alrighty.
Yeah, just sailing out of there. All right, now the hand, feeling absolutely desperate, is...
God, here we go.
Yeah,
It does have disadvantage, though.
it does have disadvantage. It sure does.
Didn't help the last time it hit me.
So,
Yeah, plus 10. It doesn't it doesn't need to roll a whole lot.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
I think if it can still do this while it's restrained. One of its abilities is it can grapple, and I don't think being restrained necessarily prevents it from also grappling.
Right? I mean, it's got its fingers at it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's still big enough to do that, so that way it doesn't have disadvantage. It's not an attack roll. So, feeling that it wouldn't be able to punch you very effectively, it will instead try to ensnare you in its grasp. However, both Frey and Celeste are within melee distance, so I'm gonna...
Do your fate thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do my
Do it that
fate
way.
thing. It's not letting me draw fucking boxes. Oh, hang on, let me move the hand for a second. It's not actually moving. I'm just trying to draw a box around you two. There we go. Yeah, let's see if I can do my fate thing. So this will determine who it's gonna attack. Alright, well, that token's still on the board. It picks up...
Good at that.
It picks up one of the Duergar corpses. Let me move those fucking things. Thanks, game. Let's try this again. Alright, it's going after Celeste. So Celeste, it is going to try to grapple you, and I need a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Dex, come on. She's a
Hold
isn't big enough for strength.
Yeah, it should totally be strength, right?
Wait, hold on. Can it grapple her with her size?
It's the same thing as yours, which says huge or smaller.
Wow. Okay.
Which is crazy because this isn't even huge. This is large. So huge is even one step bigger,
yeah.
which is real nuts.
Oh boy.
All right, so Celeste, you would take... Oh, it's actually the start of your turn. So you're currently grappled in its grasp, and you would take 2d6 plus 8 bludgeoning damage at the start of each turn while it's grappling you.
Okay.
You've been enveloped in its giant blue hand.
If Valramen doesn't kill it, you take damage.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, great. Put that on
No
me.
pressure, boss. Our weakest DPS. Let's do this.
No one who doesn't have any real attacks. Great.
Here comes the crit, baby.
All right, I'll try. I will try.
I know how bad that grasping hand is. I got picked up by a Bigsby hand in a previous game.
Oh, yeah.
Smashed
All right.
into the floor a couple times.
Balram gets advantage, so John.
Yep, still
He
advantage.
will aim at it with his light crossbow.
Oh, with advantage. Rolls a 2 and a 5. Goes...
He doesn't even fire. He can't. He's like fiddling with it. He's like, oh shit!
It just
I didn't
misfired.
throw the thing,
Yeah.
And oh no. Okay.
best.
Do I have a bonus action I can do? I will. At level 2, because the only spell slot I got left. I will heal Celeste, who is grappled in the hand.
Been
I'll stay
burning
behind
all
her.
those spells on heals, I
I'm
think.
out. I'm out.
Yeah.
So Celeste, you have whatever that is.
That might have been a key right there. Because Duergar is still incapacitated, and on your turn, you are going to be squeezed for 13 damage.
Okay. That heal was very helpful.
Yep.
Give me another turn at least.
And you are currently in the same situation it's in, which is you are grappled and restrained in its grasp.
I didn't mean to do that, but I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. Like, if I just injure it, does it like let me go? How do you escape a grapple?
So you can take an action to attempt a. Oh shit! Is it a strength? What is the escape rule? I know what the number is. I'm trying to figure out what the skill is.
I thought it was either. Yeah.
Oh man, thought I knew this.
Grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength or dexterity check contested by your strength check.
You have advantage on strength checks right now, also.
Yeah.
Because you're big.
Yeah. And the number is 15 that you have to hit.
What's a contested check?
Well, against monster sheets, it always just says whatever their number you need to hit is. If it's a move that they specifically do. Or you can attack from your position too.
Can we tell how this magical hand is looking damage-wise?
It's tricky, but it does look like it has diminished significantly since you started fighting it.
I'm just gonna keep attacking from where I am then.
Alright, so the advantage is negated, so it'll just be regular attacks.
Oh, great.
Because you're both doing the thing to each other. Well, I mean, you're not grappling it, it's grappling you, but it's still restrained inside the ball. So.
Grappling it.
It's a whole circle thing, yeah.
You could reach out and grapple Edmund, and then you'd be like a weird like Ouroboros situation.
I'm in the air.
It would be tricky.
Okay, so my... So much.
Lumpy, to answer your question, I would probably rule that it would not be able to still grapple if it was stunned, but the party is not aware if it's what conditions it's immune to and what all would affect it. I will say that.
22.
22 will hit. Look at that.
Wow. All right.
Still having large fists.
No advantage? Yeah.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Okay.
And then
Say, do you have key points left? You guys have been spending all your shit this fight.
I don't, but I still have a free
Oh, that's true.
unarmed
Oh,
strike.
a 20 will hit also.
Okay, 20 was the
Congratulations,
number.
you have found its armor class.
Yeah.
That took a while for 10 damage. All right.
10, nice.
It's looking real fucking bad right now. Like when you punch and kick it, like fire almost as blood like spurts off of it. It is like significantly smaller and not nearly its movements are more lethargic. That's looking real bad.
With those attack rolls, it was like Celeste just freaked out when it grabbed her. Just
Yeah.
flailing.
Your most effective attacks yet were all being grabbed by it.
Let's see if I can do it.
He's gonna keep whipping it.
Damn.
No, 14 is gonna be a miss. You were so
Failed.
on fire with the other one, with the boss.
Oh, well. Another person could get the glory.
Frey.
I'm gonna roll this real quick because I'm getting baby aggro.
Yeah, I can hear that. Baby's waking up.
Oh, I missed.
Everybody's just missing now like crazy.
Who can do it?
Who can do it? It's gonna have to be Thimbleweed then. Thimbleweed, it's your time to hit him.
19,
Hits.
go.
Nice, go 19, come on. You need a 13 or higher on your check. There you go. 24 will hit. Thimbleweed.
I'll re-roll that.
There is no need, sir, for your arrow. You can do it if you want to. I know it's been a while since you've rolled.
We did it.
Your arrow finally hits the center of it, and it just writhes and then goes still, and as it falls, it kind of does a cool little, like, dissolve thing as it particles, like, disappear into the air.
Excellent.
We needed every goddamn thing we used against
Yeah! And yet, I don't think anybody went down in this fight, either. You had
Yeah.
3 people all hover at, like, 10% or so hit points or something.
Blinking red.
You are blinking very red. Yeah, you guys are hurting. Since it's pretty late when we stop this fight, I'm gonna kind of montage the kind of rest of what's going on here, which is you still have one. Sorry, you still have a Duergar that's incapacitated. Also, you kind of have to deal with that. He's knocked out for an hour, but
Oh no. Yeah.
Imagine we can time up asking questions.
Yeah. Let's interrogate him.
Yeah.
Next session.
and you find after just a minute his size goes back to normal. So hopefully don't tie him up while he's big.
Yeah, exactly. Or the mats just fall apart.
Yeah. Edmund, roll me a 2d4, and that'll determine how much raw chardolin you can recover from this mess.
Wow.
You get 7 more pieces of chardolin to work with. Between them all, the Duergar have about 20 gold pieces. You guys can divvy up, and they also have a number of gems. Somebody give me a 1d6 plus 1.
Sorry, what was it? 1D?
1d6 plus 1 to determine how many gems they have.
6.
Okay, they have 6 gems. We'll say they have 6 tiger eyes, whatever gem is worth 10 gold.
Pass them out. Like, here, everybody gets a tiger's eye.
There you go. And then we can we can still do the stuff, I guess, next week as well. However, 2 things. Well, the first thing is the MVPC poll. Oh shit, Heather's involved in this. Was Ray and Edmund. We had a 2-way tie.
Yay.
They liked your flying, breaking, and entering shenanigans and getting the party started, I believe. So both of you can roll on the MVPC poll. Text her about that. Me clicking and clacking. Edmund got a potion of healing. So 2 things. One of them, this essentially concludes your mission in Easthaven, and you all will be leveling up to 5. So you've accumulated enough experience level up to 5, so have that next time. I will, of course, remind you a bunch, and still expect to receive those jokes by next week. I also need to know, even though we can do some, cleanup work at the beginning of next session, and we'll level up, but I need to know where you guys are going next. Or next time, so I know what to prep. At the moment, you've got 2 main... Well, you've got 3, really. I need to add the other one to your rumors and leads. But you've got the quest that the speaker told you about, which was, hey, return to Bryn Shander. We've got a vehicle ready for you to go out further in the distance. And we've got a goblin diplomat here who wants to, like, broker peace, and they want you to follow up on that, even though nobody trusts the goblins for doing that. That's the peace out quest. The other one is the information you just got today in this session about a location to the south, which was a location marked on your map called Sunblight. You know that's the last name of all these Duergar princes. What was the third one? Or am I making that up? Is it just 2? I guess
I thought the wagon and the goblins were 2 separate
yeah, I guess
ones, so.
yeah, those are so that's, or I guess there's also every rest you can follow up on this coded message you got in the book, but you don't have any we'll have to remember to make that skill check next time because you haven't long rested this session yet.
I think it would make sense after taking out the Sunblight family to run to their tower. And
Whereas Valravan would much prefer to head towards Sunblight in a covered wagon. Where's our map? Oh, we're on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll bring it back to the big map.
How would we get a covered wagon?
They were working on the wagon that we brought in the first few sessions. The one we stole when we acquired from the goblins.
Yeah. So yeah, to remind you of all that. So the wagon that you commandeered, Edmund, in the very first session to call all the way back there, when you first arrived to this region, you fought a bunch of goblins. Took their wagon, the one with the polar bears, and you brought that to the city. You had to leave the polar bears go, but they took the wagon and said, hey, maybe we can work with this, wagon in some way and fit it properly for all of you. And the message that was sent to Easthaven, of which the speaker then relayed to all of you, is like, hey, that wagon's now ready, sitting in Bryn Shander, and then they also have a quest they want you to follow up on involving the goblins. But it's up to you guys. I just got to know what I'm prepping for next time. Even though we'll definitely spend some time leveling up to 5, and then, if you want to interrogate the Duergar and, talk to anybody else in Easthaven.
I mean, the distance from here to Bryn Shander is like the same distance to Sunblight.
If you guys want to do it, Valravan will go with you, but he is genuinely concerned about going off-road. Into the snowbanks.
It is the same distance, however, and I'm not trying to dissuade you either way. I want to definitely give it up to you guys, but you guys have been traveling on the road almost the whole time, and there is going to be a difference between traveling on the road and traveling out on the tundra, especially if you have a vehicle or if you're just huffing it on foot. It's still possible, but it may be a lot more difficult.
But we have an amazing tracker.
Slower. Yeah, who couldn't find any of the footprints. We'll talk about that in Frostside chat, by the way. There's a whole other entrance you could have found. Had you guys rolled non-shitty from the survival checks. Although I like the window thing too.
Sure, you convinced me to go get the wagon.
And we can talk about it, I guess, on the Discord chat or whenever else too. I just want to make sure we have a consensus just so I know what to hell to prep for the next session. And here's the other question. When you guys get the wagon, do you want to follow up on the goblin thing, or do you want to go back with the wagon to Sunblight? Because I guess technically that's what matters more, is like what actually you're going to go to as your next big destination.
Do we know if the goblins are nearby Bryn Shander, or if they're somewhere else? Do we have any location information on that?
I don't think they told you the location. I think you'd have to go back to Bryn Shander to get that information.
Well, then presumptively we from what Edmund said, we'd want to follow up on the Sunblight thing.
Okay.
I think, unless the goblin thing is right there, I don't know.
We could just get the wagon and use it as our transportation. I mean, they can't make us do anything.
Yeah.
We do what we
want.
Right,
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. The goblins will still be there later. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, and they don't know about the Duergar thing either, so that could be something you update them on. I mean, that's obviously seems to be a more pressing concern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for my knowledge, it sounds like you guys are going to go to Bryn Shander, get the vehicle, get the wagon, and then travel down to Sunblight as the next destination.
Sounds good.
Thumbs up. Okay, and then obviously have level 5 prepared before that. Who wants to roll for Frey's MVPC? Because she is telling us to roll. She's not going back.
I've still got her character sheet. So
maybe aggro. Okay.
Well, I don't need her character sheet for this, but
you just need to roll on the table.
I guess I could add it.
I'll need to add to it. Yeah.
She got a gemstone.
10 GP gem. Another gemstone. All right. She found an extra one and pocketed it.
That's right. Which I guess that's another thing. Hold on.
You can roll the. There you go.
What gems? She got a moss agate.
Moss agate. All right. So that will do it for this week's session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all of our wonderful fans for watching. And shout outs to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Christopher, Thomas, Captain Mike, Adam, Stan, Nathan, Alex, Cam, William, and I'm Loud. and gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Arash, Limpy Spuds, Jerome, Scalenia, Nick, Farty McButterpants, Blood Angel, Ronus, Babu, Nathan, Fast Like a Tortoise, and James. We are live streaming our adventures every week, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Here we are, all bleeding out.
That's right.
That was a bloody fight. Yeah.
We're all bleeding into the walls.
The sun rises yet again, though.